This is a video from NewsNation. This is a official news place. It's not like it's a indie thing. And it says here, biotechnology company utilizing artificial eggs to resurrect extinct species. Holy shit! What? What? I believe so.
They've already brought the dire wolf back from extinction. By the year 2028, they want to de-extinct the woolly mammoth. And tonight, the startup Colossal Biosciences says they've successfully hatched nearly 30 chicks using artificial eggs. Yes, you heard that right. Here's a look at how they did it.
When I held the chick that came out of the artificial egg, what went through my mind was, this is amazing.
I mean, that is amazing. The goal is to use the artificial eggs to help de-extinct the moa, a bird from New Zealand that went extinct, are you ready? 600 years ago. Colossal Biosciences Chief Biology Officer Andrew Pask joins us now for more. Wow, what a story. I mean, this is incredible work that you guys are doing. Take us through how the process started and how long it took to hatch that first successful chick.
Yeah, we've been working on this for...
That's a good question. Not gonna lie to you, as cool as that sounds, I don't think this is a good idea. I don't want to play God. There's a reason for this.
A really long time now to try and perfect an artificial system that really recreates exactly what would happen during the normal egg when a bird develops. And the reason we needed to make this artificial egg is because we're trying to bring back this bird species, the moa that you mentioned before, which was a 12-foot tall bird that used to roam across the New Zealand landscape. And it was hatched from an egg about the size of a football. Wow. And there's currently no birds today that produce an egg anywhere near that big. So we needed to work on creating this artificial egg environment that we could then use to hatch this species, but also we can use it for a whole host of other bird species that are critically endangered and struggling with reproduction and producing healthy offspring.
Wait. How big was the egg originally? Wait, go back.
Now for more. Wow, what a story. I mean, this is incredible work that you guys are doing. Take us through how the process started and how long it took to hatch that first successful chick.
Yeah, we've been working on this for a really long time now to try and perfect an artificial system that really recreates exactly what would happen during the normal egg when a bird develops. And the reason we needed to make this artificial egg is because we're trying to bring back this bird species, the moa that you mentioned before, which was a 12-foot tall bird that used to roam across the New Zealand landscape. Right. And it was hatched from an egg about the size of a football. Wow. And there's currently no birds today that produce an egg anywhere near that big. Right. So we needed to work on creating this artificial egg environment that we could then use to hatch this species, but also we can use it for a whole host of other bird species that are critically endangered and struggling with reproduction and producing healthy offspring.
Yeah, it sounds like size matters on this one because the moa's egg, I understand, is about 80 times the size of a chicken egg. I guess that's why you needed to develop this technology.
It's gotta be crazy when we've got to start munching on your peoples. When they start making more than like hundreds of them, and they start reproducing them, it's gonna be wild when we start munching on them with their 12-foot stuff. That shit's gonna go crazy. Just imagine that. Imagine we made the species just to eat them. Imagine that. Imagine we bring this thing back to life. We're saying, yay, we brought this thing back to life. You know, then we make like 600-700 of them. Then there's a few thousand. Then we're like, you know what? Time to make you into a dish.
Yeah, it's an absolutely huge egg. And so we had to really think very carefully about how we engineer this device. We needed something that was going to work just like a natural egg, but also that was really scalable. And so we had to work, with bioengineers, with mechanical engineers, with biologists like myself, to really try and understand these incredible properties that the egg has. So although an eggshell looks really solid, if you ever hold a chicken eggshell up to a really bright light, you'll see there's actually lots of tiny little holes all throughout it. And that's really important for gas exchange. So as that chick is developing inside the egg, it needs to exchange a lot of gases, it needs a lot of energy that it gets from the yolk, and we need to completely recreate all of that in our artificial egg system. And we really wanted to work on one that kept the process as natural as possible so that we could have really normal chick development right the way through until hatching. And so this whole process, we've been working on it for a couple of years from a design perspective to then actually putting in.
We're about 10 to 20 years away making our own Jurassic Park. I can see this happening. I can see this happening in 10 to 20 years.
These early chicken eggs. And what we do is that the chicken will lay an egg and we bring that into the lab, and then we very carefully will cut that eggshell open and we'll put that egg straight into this artificial egg environment that then goes into an incubator, and then we can watch the whole process of development. And I think you're seeing the device now. Yeah. One of the things we really wanted to engineer into this is this really big window that you can see on the top so that we can really carefully study that entire process of bird development right from the very beginning, right up until the end, where you can see it starting to get little feathers and then eventually start to push through that membrane and hatch from the artificial egg.
And what's the timeline from beginning to end of trying to hatch a moa with an artificial egg? What's the timeline again?
Yeah, so moa's probably gestated for a couple of months. So we have, quite a long window, maybe 60+ days that we would need to grow our little moa. These chickens that you're seeing here now are 3 weeks. So they take about 21 days to actually go from the egg going into the device to then actually hatching a healthy little chicken out from that egg.
Wow, this is really incredible to watch. And I understand that your company is known for de-extincting the dire wolf. And you say that you're on track to de-extinct the woolly mammoth in 2028? Yes. That's incredible. So why are you doing all of this?
Bro's smiling so hard, his face is red. Bro's face is red. Holy moly, let's go back. Look at his face. Holy moly. Bro got crazy.
We can really carefully study that entire hatch from the artificial for a couple of months. So we have, quite a long from the egg going into the device.
De-extincting the dire wolf. And you say that you're on track to de-extinct the woolly mammoth in 2028? Yes. That's incredible. So why are you doing all of this? What is the end goal?
Yeah, I think, the real issue we have today that we're facing in our world is this incredible rate of extinction of species that we're seeing, across our entire planet. We're still losing species at a rate that has never been seen before on our planet. We're in the 6th mass extinction event where we're losing species just at this incredibly fast rate. The species that we're particularly working on were really important in the ecosystems. Things like the moa, things like the woolly mammoth, they're animals that we call ecosystem engineers. And so they really change the landscape around them. And that's really important for not just bringing back those species that humans hunted to extinction, but they also create really rich landscapes that support the growth and development of many, many other species. You need those animals there to have all of those other species in that ecosystem in balance. And so it's really important that we're trying to use these technologies thoughtfully to bring back some of these species that are just so critically important for our planet.
And that's not the only extinct animal, I understand. You told us that you're also hoping to bring back the dodo. Tell us more.
Yeah, so the dodo's another one that the artificial egg could really help with. The artificial egg really opens up all of these possibilities for us being able to do a lot of genetic engineering and manipulations in bird embryos, which is something that is really difficult to do. And so it's been an incredible advance for us now to be able to do that work. That really helps us with these other bird species. The dodo, another bird species that went extinct, driven by humans to extinction in Mauritius. Again, a really important ecosystem engineer. So the moa and the dodo used to eat very specific plants and plant seeds, and they would then distribute those seeds across the landscape, and they really are important for maintaining entire landscapes of animals. So really, really critical species there. Yeah, you can see the Tasmanian tiger is another one from my home country of Australia that we're working on, and then also the bluebuck, which is an extinct antelope species from Africa. So we have a really interesting range of animals that we're working on, from marsupials to placental mammals and birds, obviously. And really great thing about these projects is that every single technology that we develop for that de-extinction pipeline can be used for conservation of living animals that are on the brink of extinction as well. So we're really deploying a lot of that technology to save animals from going the way that these species have of going extinct. And then in these cases, we actually can use that technology to bring those animals back from extinction that were really important in those landscapes.
Andrew, I've got to ask you, for all the Jurassic Park fans out there.
Bro, I tell you something. Bro sounds super happy. Look at him. Look at him smiling. Look at him smile. Look at that big red face. You. Oh, fucking adorable. You fucking piece of shit. You look at him smiling like a kid in a candy store. Like he looks like a happy camper. He like he's enjoying his job. Holy moly, dude.
Have you ever considered dinosaurs? I mean, because you're going back hundreds of years on some of this.
Indominus Rex.
I'm a huge Jurassic Park fan, and who doesn't love dinosaurs? But
let's go, Self. He was right. You called it. You called it seconds before he said it, because he wants to make the Indominus Rex. Let's go. And he just said it as soon as you said, "Let's go." Let's go!
One of these de-extinction programs is we need to have a genome, or the DNA from that extinct species. And DNA, although it can last hundreds, thousands, maybe even tens of thousands of years, dinosaurs went extinct 60 million years ago. So I hate to be a disappointment to everybody, but there is no DNA left in any dinosaur specimen. So we're not going to see a de-extincted dinosaur anytime soon.
All right. Well, we'll continue to follow your work. You'll come back and give us an update, right?
Absolutely.
All right. Andrew Pask, thank you so much for being with us tonight. We appreciate it.
Put down the smile, bro.
Thank you very much.
And good luck to you with everything you're doing.
Thank you for
God damn, dude. Bro was smiling ear to ear.